Well, hello, welcome. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to talk to you about my experience with brakes. So for over 3 years, I have been using the Heusinkveld Ultimate Plus. There it is. And maybe less than a year ago, I added these two guys. Actually, yeah, definitely less than a year ago. I think as of February of this year, I put these on. It's now October. Tomorrow's Halloween. And this pedal has brought me to, well, this pedal has been along for the ride from as low as 1500 I rating to now 3200, 3300, wherever I am now, and it served me well. I run the firm bushings, and I run decent, travel. I can't even push it in, and yeah, it's been going well. Now, brakes are always one of the most important things when it comes to finding consistency in sim racing. So I've noticed a lot of people switching to active pedals, and right now there's two options, three options really. There's the SimiCube Ultimate, four options. There's the SimiCube Active Pedal Ultimate, and then the Pro. And I kind of consider those to be one, but that's fine. So that's two right there. And then you have the Moza mBooster, which is installed in my rig now. And then there's the DIY segment. There are people doing the DIY, which is awesome. So, active pedals allow you to customize the throw of the brake or the throttle if you have it set as a throttle. The firmness and the overall brake input. Is it a linear curve? Is it more, curvy? Does it come on exponentially? Does it die off exponentially? And anyway, I just want to share my experience, and my experience won't be your experience. So, but I'm going to kind of talk about what I'm discovering for me personally. Some of you may fall in the same category, and some of you may be completely different. Now, I'm going to start off with saying if you are new to sim racing or you're just getting started and maybe you have like an inexpensive set of pedals like some Logitech, wheel and pedal set, or maybe you have Fanatic V3s, or maybe like the Moza non-CRPs, something that's definitely a little bit more entry level. Well, then I'm going to tell you that going with something like the mBooster is great. SimiCube is, obviously one of the best out there. But for those that have had years of experience on a nice high-end pedal, these pedals that I have, the Heusinkveld Ultimates, they were over $1,200 retail 3 years ago when I bought them, and I got them a little bit less than that, which is nice, but still, it was over 11. It's like 1150. That's a lot of money. Compared to now, you can buy a set of SimMagic pedals for $500. You can buy SimLab pedals for $500. The V&M pedals are fantastic. You've got the not the SimCraft, I forget. They're SimNet, for like, I feel like they're like $300, $400 for a 3-pedal set, and they have that nice quality feel to them. Anyway, so for those of you that are on a pedal like that already, and you're driving along and you're having a great time, I'm going to ask you, like, do you really need to change? Because here's what I'm finding out. Me, I drive GT3 cars. I drive Porsche Cup. I drive, the Porsche GT3R. I'll drive the Ford Mustang. I'll drive the McLaren. All the typical GT3 cars. I will mess around with some other cars. Oh, GT4s, obviously, which is great. But here's what I'm finding. These pedals, no matter how much I've tried to tweak them, they are not making me faster. In fact, instead of actually racing this past week, I've had to spend time trying to learn this new pedal and also come up with a setting that honestly just feels like my Heusinkveld because I love them. They're great. So, are they great? Absolutely. If my Heusinkvelds died tomorrow, would I just use these? Yeah, I think so. I would absolutely be happy if the mBooster, you know, full set of, well, I'm only using the mBooster as a brake. I'm using my Heusinkvelds as the throttle and clutch. So, anyway, so that's basically it. Now, I do have a few things set up on these pedals as far as things that aren't, I don't want to say common, but and everyone has their own desired settings. I noticed that I have a little bit more of a longer throw than some people do. I tried Will's settings from Boosted Media. Didn't like it. I think he had like 16 mil of pedal travel. I think I'm at like 22. And I'm running 95 kilograms of force. You know, some people say that 80 is fine. But anyway, I mean that's really it. I mean, I'm not here to try and give you a review. I'm just here to tell you what my experience was. So, if you have a nice high-end pedal currently that isn't active, I don't know, why switch? Save your money, maybe. Now, if you are a GT3 driver and you have been reluctant to try other cars because you know that the brake feel is supposed to feel different, well, okay, great. Now you have a very unique, not unique, but a very specific use case scenario where active pedals are great because you can just open the software and, you know, hit a button and now you have your GT style settings loaded. I don't really mess around with it. I kind of like my brake to feel the same way for every car I drive, but then again, that's me. Alright, now I'm going to try and focus on pedal input. Garbage. Terrible. I suck at that chicane. That was total trash. Alright, here we go. By the way, I'm using Grid and Go as my little helper here, trying to teach me. Alright, let's get into the mid-145s now. Nope. I'm still behind. Alright. Sort of counts for mid 145s, 145.6. Now, if I don't like something, like let's say it's not firm enough, I can simply fix it on the fly, which is pretty cool. Here, I'm going to show you where my settings are. I know that's going to be a question. Alright, so this is what I have. Let me get rid of this quickly. So, 88 kilograms actually is what I settle on. Minimum force needed to trigger. Actually, I have it at 16.7 mil of travel. And then for the input, it's just linear. So that's where I am. Oh, pedal feel. Here are the other settings here. Alright. And here's the thing. The ABS, I don't actually feel... Well, granted, this is the Porsche Cup. There is no ABS. But even when I do, if I try to test it, doesn't seem to work and it's grayed out. But anyway, that is where I have it set. So... That's, I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. So, if you, I don't know, maybe this is going to be useful for someone else that has Heusinkvelds, and, you know, maybe you like what you have already. Don't spend the money, you know? I was very fortunate enough that Joe Gabriel from Archangel Sim had this lying around and offered to let me try it before I buy. That's not something that typically happens, you know what I mean? So... Normally you have to buy it and then it's yours, and if you don't like it, marketplace it is. Yeah, I think I just need to be a little slower there at the bottom of the hill, so that my exit is better. Alright, we do low 145s. That back end wanted to come around. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be low 145s. .145.3's count as low, I think. I think that's my best time ever. Alright, I think that's gonna do it. And this is gonna bring me to my closing point here. I try everything possible to do something and then not do something for a long time. Meaning, if I'm gonna upgrade something, I try to do it in a way where I'm gonna use this for as long as possible. This way, I'm spending more time driving and improving my skills and having fun rather than, ooh, let's try this and tinker with this. And I'm a tinker. I build PCs, so I've been very guilty of doing things. And I'd say earlier on in my sim racing venture, I was always upgrading. I would buy these Fanatic pedals and then this Fanatic wheel. Oh, let me upgrade to this. Let me try this out. Oh, this one's cool. And I spent more time just like geeking out over the stuff and not geeking out over the experience. So that's what I'm going to leave you with. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think down in the comments below. Alright? Are you upgrading to a pedal set in the near future? What are you upgrading from? Leave a comment below. I'll see you. Peace out. Like and subscribe. Appreciate you.